Going for now? Okay, so why do I say that all of you have anterior pelvic tilts, more or less, give or take, and why aren't I talking about a posterior pelvic tilt? Okay, so if I say anterior is that, okie dokie, then a posterior one must be that, okay? And that's actually really rare. For like every 1,000 clients you get through, maybe like 5 will have a posterior pelvic tilt. I've got one at the moment. These guys are normally really stuffed. They're normally really severely bad back people. It's really uncommon, and you hate to get them because they're really tricky to help out. Okay, so we'll just ignore the fact that you can go the other way. We'll focus on this one, and we'll also acknowledge that we probably didn't start out this way. And look, the reason that we're all tilted, you guys are all sitting on it right now, okay? Go there. The chair. The chair is the single worst thing that ever happened to any of us. And if you really think about it in the context of when it started, 200 years ago, we didn't sit very much, okay? We just didn't do it. We walked around a lot, sat on the floor, climbed things, whatever. Even 200 years. I'm not talking caveman times. I'm talking very recent history. The chair has come up since the sort of technological revolution where we just sit all the time. You go back. Thank you. Okay. So why is the chair so detrimental? Now, I need you to all be able to see me in a chair to demonstrate this. So we might need people to get up, sort of. If they can't see me, here. Ooh, $130 and calling Berlin. Okay. Can everyone see me? Yep. Promise? Okay. So the chair's a really interesting position because when I sit, what I am is deeply hip impinged. So my hip flexors are really shortened when I sit. Does that make sense? Okay. And my name's Matt and I'm in my 20s. And when I go to stand up, this space has to open for me to be able to walk away. Does that make sense? I need length through my hip flexors when I get up. Add 20 years in a desk job, my name's still Matt and I'm still looking good, but I've gotten really tight in the front of my hips, yeah? And so when I go to get up, this space doesn't open. I get stuck about there and my pelvis is still anteriorly tilted. And what do I do as I get out the car? I go, oh, fuck my back. And then I start to warm up because I'm walking around. Does it make sense? And you've seen our parents do it, our grandparents do it. Everyone complaining about their backs, it's not your back's fault, right? It's your pelvis that's gotten really, really tight. So this hip impinged issue, it's recent and it's really common. It's why everyone's got a sore back, right? And I'm sure a few of you in this room associate with getting a stiff back or something else. The pelvis is so important for it. And that's why I put this next slide up, just show you again. It's really innocuous, it's really human, yeah? But if you see a big depression in someone's lower back, then they have an anterior pelvic tilt. Does that make sense? And that's okay, like you don't have to be perfect. But the problem is, and this is what I want to talk about today, when we take that posture into other activities, so if we build a constantly tight hip posture, and then we take it into the gym, we get Snap City.